We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Bisons of Brooklyn taking on the defending NFC champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll send Watson in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. You look at this Eagle defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. The first carry now. This is Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any kind of points. And the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. They took their shot, and it's going to bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
These guys running back out of the backfield. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. Levis sets up to throw here. He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. On the counter, here's Kamara. Pushing his way through, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. The Eagles at 500 now, 4-4 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target, but now it's third down. When you look at this defense, this crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
But they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try to run it? Do you try to quarterback? Make sure you see your guys open before you deliver.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 4 and 11 coming up. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they see it's incomplete.
I think he had that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Pass complete. He's got Hendershot. Well, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Levis on 3rd down. And he is caught. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Levis out of the shotgun now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought it down. A nice little gain.
You know exactly what's going to be said about that play from a defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down. It's going to be incomplete.
It wasn't 3rd and long. It was more like 3rd and attainable. And oftentimes, offense just want to run enough to pick up a 1st down. But I think they wanted a break tendency there. Catch the defense, plan for the short pass, and push it downfield, and they almost collected a big play.
No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. But go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Levis looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And taken right on the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punt. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Inside the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. So he missed his lone field goal trying to get this one. As Alex goes on. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Kamara gets it again on second down. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
It got his man complete. And he will go out right near the yard line. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one down the line of scrimmage.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Levis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's Kamara off the draw, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw them break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On the counter, here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw is Watson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it. That's because I believe in you guys.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Here's Levis. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Levis from the gun. Back to Kamara for another catch.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Elliott is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
3rd down and 1.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming down. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's in. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Levis to throw it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Got an open man. It's Washington. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. First down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now Watson throws another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
After another impressive run, the question has to be asked, how do you slow these guys down running the football? I think they're going to try and get more people to the point of attack, try and get more people to the line of scrimmage, almost use a variety of run blitzes in order to try and get it done.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Now Levis. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. High and able to make the catch downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. A second down throw from Levis.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Levis back to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Watson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd is Watson.
Oh, that is incomplete.
So another incompletion. It's even fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not running for him.
Yes, let's make sure to give a little bit of credit to the defense. Give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up the touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Levis now on 2nd down.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Play action now. Levis. Hyatt has got it.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Kamara up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It was Will McDonald bursting in there and making that play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Watson. Complete. It's Johnson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run that.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Bobby Okereke. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back in the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good with a PAT. These guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Atwell now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson going to change the look here. Watson. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. Sheds off the tackle. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. That's not a guy you want to see consistently.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Breaks a tackle. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now Watson. That is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
On 2nd down, Williams.
Yeah, this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Right there, we can do it.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for third down. To throw, Watson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll take this for a short gain of what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for Philadelphia, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year.